Welcome back. This is your daily tea time here in the North Woods. Rhinelander Area Silent Trails Association promotes enjoying our lands for silent sports and recreation. Now, Rasta maintains single-track mountain bikes, bike and snowshoe trails on public trail systems, and they're working to add more mileage to the Washburn Silent Sports Trails Complex. Again, this is just west of Rhinelander. Joining us now to tell us about the plan is Rasta member and founder Brian Hegge. Brian, welcome to the show. How are you?
Thank you for inviting me, and I don't know how the heck I'm ever going to follow up a 1 pound avocado in a cold store. I'll sure try my best.
You can do this. You can do this. Tough shoes to follow, I know.
So why don't we start off about with maybe seeing or talking about how Rasta's been doing during this time with the pandemic.
Well, I think we're doing about the same as everybody else, and that we've canceled our regular meetings, but we're still doing our trail work. We've got a couple different projects going on, not just at the Washburn Trails, but also at the Mud Lake, where we have a couple volunteers that are working on the mountain bike trails there too. But this spring has really kept us busy planning what we're calling the North Trail addition to the Washburn Trails. And it's about a 2.5 to 3 mile new trail that will be built by a contractor coming in August. And for those of you that know the history of the Washburn Trails, we began about 10 years ago to repair and replace some of the older trails, and this just takes us to the next level of what we're doing out there. We've pretty much taken care of all the existing trails, and now it's time to build some new stuff and increase the mileage out there so that it becomes a destination type of a biking venue and hiking place.
Have you been out to Washburn, Jeff?
I have not. No.
I've been there a couple of times recently. Well, the weather's been good, and it's beautiful out there. I normally go to Hanson Lakes to walk the trails, and I just feel like there's a different peacefulness to that trail area. But yeah. you really need to go with me.
Yeah, so I'm curious, you and I have been experiencing new trails this year.
Yeah.
Is there a difference between hiking trails? What makes for a good mountain bike trail versus a good hiking trail?
Well, the mountain bike trails really need to be constructed with sustainability in mind, and what that means is you have to slope them properly so that the water drains off. And for different levels of trails, you make the tread wide enough, and you try to remove all the surface stuff so that you don't get vegetation encroaching on it. Hiking trails are a little bit different. They don't necessarily have to maintain a sustainable grade. You can kind of go up and down hills at your leisure. And that's why it basically costs a lot more money to build mountain biking trails than hiking trails. Hiking trails, you can just mark a trail through the woods with a bunch of flags and let people kind of hike it in. But you can't do that with a mountain bike trail. What's nice about the trails we're building out there is they'll be both used for hiking and mountain biking and then snowshoeing in the wintertime, which we have seen a tremendous growth on the trails there. The number of snowshoers out there on a daily basis sometimes outnumbers the number of cross-country skiers.
Wow.
So, I think that's just been a byproduct of the visibility that's happened out on those trails and also the maintenance that's going on, because in the past couple years we've done an extensive amount of flagging of the trails and created maps specifically for the snowshoers. And we had to do that because we found a couple skeletons in the spring out there from people that got lost. Just kidding.
So I'm curious too, is fat tire biking still expanding, or is that kind of peaked?
I guess that would depend on who you ask. We still groom enterprise. This past year was a very difficult year for fat biking because everything, as far as the snow came down fast and then nothing froze. There were still a lot of people out on our bike trails or on the enterprise trails and out at Mud Lake.
Yeah.
But You know, I have quite a few friends that do it, and I do it, but whether it's growing or not, I just don't know.
Really quickly, Brian, I got to wrap up, but how can people donate? I know you guys are fundraising, and you guys are almost to your fundraising goal to help start construction in August for this trail.
Yeah, and this trail is a little different in that Rasta is paying for it all by ourselves. In the past, we've had grants that have done 50%, but for this particular trail system, we had two people step forward who basically have said that they'll match any grant above $250, you know, 1-to-1 up until the project cost. So we're looking for donations of all sizes. And if you want to donate, you can go to our website at rastatrails.org, or even link through it to the Facebook site. So
great, Brian.
We're kind of hoping that we fund it all.
Thank you so much. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with Movie Monday right after this, so stay with us.